When I worked in Provincial my first time around, you have different levels of benefits for what jobs you can do. There is one job that is for sentenced girls only, which allows them to work on the grounds. So cutting grass, shoveling snow, things like that, you have to be sentenced because you do get to go outside of the fence. In all actuality, that job was actually a little bit of a feeling of a restorative method, to be honest, now that I think about it, that I experienced in my first year, because that made me feel very human, was getting to be trusted to go outside of that perimeter, even though I was still with a staff. But just to get trusted that little bit to go out there, it kind of just made you a little proud, you know, that you could carry that out afterwards, kind of thing. And I think if that was nurtured a little more in the jobs there, that people would be more successful in trying for a job afterwards. The other jobs are unit jobs. So cleaning, mopping, cleaning the showers, cleaning up the little kitchenette that we have to make coffee. So just little odds and ends. And in the provincial system, or in the incarceral system that I was in, we get roughly $1 to $2 as a grounds crew worker. I think I was at a little bit more of a pay per day because the work was more. And then the evening cleaners got, I think, $1 a day. And that goes towards what they're allowed to spend on their hygiene and canteen every 2 weeks, or to put onto their phone to use their phone. Because when you're a sentenced inmate, you don't get free phone calls. You have to pay for your calls. So that would be what you would use your money for. For women who are at the Healing Lodge, you get you're either minimum or medium, and once you've gone down to a minimum security, you're allowed to leave the facility and apply for a job in the community. So there's a few places that work with the Healing Lodge in the town closest to, which was Maple Creek, and they work with them to allow the girls to come into town and to do work for a few hours a day and to go back. There was a construction program, and you went to on-site jobs and built houses on the reserve. And so these girls were learning skills, like real trade skills, you know, and stuff that they could carry on after. And then you're getting paid a real wage. So those girls were making a minimum wage for the hours that they were working. They were banking money to have when they were released. As well as like the other jobs, you have jobs there. I worked in the kitchen there, but you're getting like $5 a day or $3.75, but it's over triple what it is there. And the spending is a little bit different in that system anyway, but yeah, so you have the opportunity to go in the community and make some real money, as well as selling your like beadwork and art stuff that you can make. They promote that a lot more in the Healing Lodge, especially, to send those things out and promote it yourself, to sell it for you, you know.